Hello and welcome to What's Map for Cities Skylines, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. There are thousands of items on the workshop now, so finding the right one for your next city build is a huge task. So each day, Monday to Saturday, we'll review some using our 5-star rating and the coveted seal of approval. So join me, fellow Skylines explorers, as we venture out to today's new land. Who am I? I'm BonBonB, and you are very, very welcome.
Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to What's Map, your one-stop shop for everything workshop. BonBon here. How you doing? Right, it's Tuesday. Tuesday is request day and quite often is a bloody rubbish map. Today, it's not rubbish. It's not rubbish. It's actually promising. Especially so when you consider that...
It's my first map.
Yes, surprisingly. So it does have flaws. Oh yes, it does have flaws. And some of them we've seen fairly regularly recently as well. But I'll tell you, it's kind of worth struggling through because overall I think this map creator has got promise. It was requested by Brave Lol a little while ago. So if you're feeling brave, I want you to hit that like button. Lol. That's right, hitting the like button really does support the channel, gets me seen by more people, helps me grow a little bit more every single day, so thank you very much for your support. Today's map is Hamilton DC by Radwilly1. Oh, Hamilton, what a silly name. Okay, start square looks like that, absolutely perfect, thank you very much for that. And then if we head off to the resources, there's not really that much. It does say so in the description anyway about that. If we do go off to the workshop and have a look at the description, well, first of all, you see there is no DLC required. Hooray! It starts off by saying it's my first map. There is a whole bunch of trees, probably more than we really need, but still not bad. A few other bits and pieces. The Temperate Coast X theme is the theme we're using, and a photo, a realistic LUT by a Reaper is the LUT. It's a good combination and looks good. Right, now have a look at this. Look, roads going through the forests and there are no trees on the roads. That's the good news. The bad news is, for some bizarre reason, our left-hand highway, as we look at it here, is to go in the wrong way. The right-hand highway is also going the wrong way and is anarchyized, so it doesn't connect. So now we've got the highways going the wrong way, which is why we see no traffic coming this way. But look, here, it's inverted. We have got highway ending and starting here, and anarchyized highway on the other side. That is really very bizarre indeed. But anyway, first intersection. Good to see no trees on the highway, so for a change. Nice intersection here, but really swooping, good heights, just about perfect heights between intersections. That looks a bit low, but if we were to get down to ground level, that is, I promise you, definitely high enough. Now, speaking of trees, we've got a few glitching through the sides of the highway here. We do see this every now and then, and I'd be prepared to let that go for a first map. This, however, this is trees glitching through the highway from underneath. We have trees underneath the highway, and this is always a little bit of a danger when you put trees underneath highways, elevated sections. Still, anyway, we also have an elevated bridge here to allow for shipping to come through, which is good. Where it drops down to the lower level, though, this is for me a little too low. I'd like to see it a couple of notches a little higher than that. You never know, if you have a particularly high tide or something, it's going to look a bit bad. Anyway, back through the forests, and this is good. You see, this is very, very good. There's no trees in the highway, which means that either the problem that we had has disappeared, or this area was cleared of trees. And you'll get the answer to this one later on in today's show. But yes, this is how highways should be, with nothing in the way. Now, there is some bad news coming, and it's coming very shortly. Here it is. We have a soul tree. A single tree. If you have a look here, it is glitching through the highway. So this tells you that the problem hasn't gone away. Now, I'm going to tell you what I've done. Okay, it's the only one there. I'll tell you what I have done is since recording this, I have restarted the game with, well, literally the bare minimum of mods. Loading screen mod, prop tree anarchy, and what was the other one? There was another one that I needed. But anyway, bare minimum of mods. And this is, oh yeah, the unlimited trees, because we needed the unlimited trees for this one. And I'm telling you that the problem is, it's not a conflict. The problem is people are putting trees where there should be highways. That's the problem. Yeah, and we're using exactly the same settings as we have always used with the proprietary anarchy. So this is a little bit low, I think. Ooh, is that donut proof? Probably not. Not entirely sure. Hard to tell because we've got no through traffic really, because of the dodgy highways that we've encountered so far. But it might be donut proof, possibly, maybe. Right, anyway, so we are running through fairly blank territory here. This is fine. When you look at the map from above as an overview, honestly, this is fine that this is clear. All the fun bits are around the outsides, and this is left completely empty for you to build on. We'll have a look at the rail going through there in a minute, that rail bridge. We'll look at that then. We're not going to get ahead of ourselves too soon. And we come across another lovely little bridge here, low bridge, but still fine. Like this intersection a lot. Liking the curve on it, I liking the way it's been terrained into the land. Everything's really nice. This might be a little bit low. If only we had some traffic coming towards so we could check. But that looks like it might be not donut proof. Oh, hello. Thank you, Mr. Truck. Oh, well, that answers that then. Yes, I would say that bridge is not too low. Okay, thank you. Oh, we've got a bit of glitching there, a little bit of road glitching. But yeah, no, that was convenient. Sometimes truck drivers are really helpful. And anyway, we've got another little bit of glitching down here. Just a tiny wee bit. Nothing that we can't deal with. And then we're going down towards the start square intersection. Now there is a question mark on whether this is too low. And I suspect that maybe this one actually is. If nothing else, it's claustrophobic. Is it donut proof? Almost certainly not. You'll probably get some trucks underneath there, but anything high is not going to make that one. Okay, next we'll head across the bridge. Now the bridge is elevated clearly, and it's elevated across the middle where there are some trees, and the trees are glitching through here as well. So that's a bit of a downer, I'm afraid. And then onto the start square where it's beautifully open, lots of room to build, and you know what, I quite like this. And anyway, it's time for it's the asset review. It's this one's a good one. This is a European style corner block house. It's Corner House 3 3B2 by Leichvarts. Is it Leichvarts? I think it probably is Leichvarts. Hello, Leichvarts. If I'm getting your name wrong, if I'm killing your name, if I'm saying something rude in Polish or something, do let me know. Anyway, it's beautiful. Factoids. Factoids, because factoids. False beards were all the rage in 14th century Spain, and Peter the Great of Russia put a tax on real ones during his reign. False beards. The life of Brian, isn't it? There are any men here today? Corner House 3B2 by Leichvarts. Today's asset of the day. There are any men here today? No. What a great film. Not a funny film, a great film, that one. Anyway, rail. Let's have a look at the rail. Now, the rail is very good indeed. Look how smooth it is, smooth and flat. Here, it tapers lovely into the ground. It's not too steep. It's nicely spread out. I could deal with that. The bridge above it is just high enough. That's perfect as well. My only thing that I would... nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. The only thing I would do though is I would have raised the bridge slightly so that that cutting doesn't need to be quite so deep. It's not particularly deep anyway, but you could go to half depth of that with the bridge going just a fraction up, and that would be much better. Now, unfortunately, this is where things start going to poop, as you're about to see. Yes, we have trees on the rails, and we have trees a lot on the rails. Not only that, we've got some drowned trees as well. Not going to focus too much on the drowned trees. It is mostly down this river here, but yes, yeah. This isn't very clever, I'm afraid. We were doing so well. In fact, we actually genuinely were doing so well. So what we do know, this isn't a glitch. This is literally people building, well, trees on the rails and trees on the roads. There's no reason for them to be there. Clear them or build the road first and then put the trees around them. Anyway, that is about that. We'll go for our intermission and we'll come back and wrap up this map in a few moments' time.
Wouldn't it be great if Cities Skylines had tides within the game? Well, now it does, thanks to TPB's Tides mods. Want to know more? Then you need BonBonB's Tides tutorial. Click the information button below.
Hopefully going to have some new ads coming along in the next couple of weeks as well, to give you something else, something different to look at. Right, shipping routes on Hamilton DC by Rad Willy. Yeah, nice little curving to start off with there. This is really good. Either side of the pillar will be where the ships go there, and definitely the highest point of the bridge. Very good. Here though, I would argue that this is a little bit too close to land. It doesn't need to be that close at all. It could be a little bit further out. And here, does it need to go so far into there? That's less of a problem, but we are very close to land, and we have got the eternal crossover of the air routes there, so you'll have some heavily banking planes. The river that runs through it, through past the start square, has got really strong water flow, and that is a major plus, and if anything, that adds a star to your gameplay instantly. Not guaranteed, but probably. Does the water flow out? Oh, it doesn't. It comes back in. I kind of expected it was going to come back in, though, because it is edge of map water flow there. Not a huge problem. It's not going to break the game in any way, shape or form. Right, okay, let's have a look. This is the 25 tiles, and it is clear with loads of build plane here. It's not perfectly flat. The hills are a little bit round, to be honest with you. I'd like to see a little bit of like a bit more definition, a bit more shape to them than we have there, but there's still nothing wrong with it. Over here we've got a ridge of hills, which is mostly for decoration, for background as you're building a city. We've got a lot of trees on these hills, a lot of them, and it's fine. It actually looks really good. Over here we've got a lot more trees. Now I wouldn't say these are fields, these are more clearings than fields, because obviously you've got to get a tractor into a field. Got some clearings over here as well. We've got these dirt tracks which have got the trees all over them also, so that's a little bit of a frustration, but we have got something very nice coming along here. Now this for me, this is a major plus. I like this a lot. It's got some flaws, but I can deal with the flaws, because look at that. As castles go, that is phenomenal. I love that. I really do love it. Yes, it doesn't have my trademark. I do like a gate. I do like a gate. So yeah, it'd be nice if we had a front gate, but I understand why it doesn't have a gate. Okay, and then we've got these gun embankments as well, gun placements. Okay, they don't match up with the era. Also, the walls that go through the towers, that is a little bit untidy also, but to see a castle that is striking and memorable, I'm okay with it. Even if it doesn't quite make total sense, I like it. So thank you, Rad Willy. You made me smile there. That was nice. What more can we have a look at? Cliffs. We haven't got many cliffs, but look, cliffs. There aren't any trees on the cliffs, or there are a few trying to get a hold on, but that's it. I would call that a detailing plus. See, where there are bad things, there are also good things. I like to point these things out if I can. If we can get one good idea from a map, then that's all good. This is all swamp area over here. I like this as well. I think it could be better done. I mean, look, we've got the right sort of trees here, the old swamp style trees. But wouldn't it be lovely if some of these, if this was like more trees actually in the water? I mean, I normally moan about trees in the water, but if we could have some more trees in the water around there, make it actually look like a swamp, that'd be cool. But anyway, down here we've got some kind of mini settlement with the jetty and the abandoned house and the abandoned cars, blah de blah. It's not a bad effort at the jetty. It's not brilliant, but I have seen a lot worse than that. So yeah, it's not too bad. We'll come to that in a moment because I want to have a little look-see over here. What we got here on the... oh, we got a shipwreck and it's up on the beach. Okay, right. Now let's have a look at this. I would go, ooh, it's the essential lighthouse, but it's not. It's one of those twisty lighthouse things, and it's just a little bit different. So, and I like the design again. Good work there again. Anyway, your chance to vote on the map. Is it a 1-star map? Is it a 5-star map? Is it somewhere in between? Your vote really does count. We use the end of the month for the viewer's choice top 10. Will this be one of the top 10 maps of the month? It's got a chance, I would suggest. It might be borderline, but I think it might be around there. Okay, aesthetically, do you know what? I kind of like it. Kind of like it. It's got a cleanness to it. It's got a tidiness to it. It's got a few very interesting features to it. Yeah, I'm going to give it 4 stars. Detailing. There are issues. Yes, we've got the trees on the road, and that is... we could argue about this one for hours. I'm not going to. But beyond that, there are some other issues, like the bridges that we've got too low, and not too many problems. But once again, so many trees on the road that you're down to 2 stars, I'm afraid. It's a high 2. Gameplay potential, yes, it's playable. Few things to tidy up, few too many things to get a 4th star, but it's a very strong medium to high 3 stars for gameplay. Hamilton, a DC by a Rad Willy 1. Do you know what? A lot of potential. A lot of potential. And to be honest with you, it's not bad. It's playable. I mean, 3 stars is a playable. If ever I give a map 3 stars, you can play it. Honestly, you can play it. You may have to tidy up some of the detailing if you're really that bothered by it. But yeah, it's playable. So just, it's up to you. Is that your map? Is that what you want to play? Okay, old map on the screen now. Join me tonight for City Edition, and join me tomorrow for another map in the What's Map series. Thanks for watching. I've been BonBonB, and you've been very, very welcome.